stay on, Prakash. We have a few more questions for you. Maybe catch a cup of coffee in your shack, and we have to discuss Ujjivan Small Finance Bank. That's the first corporate that we are inviting today. This is after their third quarter business update. The bank has seen a robust growth in its disbursals, but not a very high growth in its AUM. The key positive, however, is Ujjivan Small Finance Bank's asset quality continues to improve. To discuss more, we are joined by Itira Davis, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer at Ujjivan Small Finance Bank. Mr. Davis, good morning. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. If you can just give us a little more detail about the state of the advances and disbursals. Are you seeing a strong credit growth uptick? What do you think you might end the year with?
Good morning, Lata. It's good to be here with Morning Call. Yeah, we have had now 3 to 5, actually 5 continuous quarters of growth. This is the 5th quarter after the COVID turnaround started, and the third quarter of this financial year has seen about 33% growth in the loan disbursement, in the loan outstandings compared to the previous year. Now, we are seeing good offtake of the of demand for loans, and that is expected to continue into the fourth quarter and hopefully into the new year as well. And I think even our deposit growth had been done in a way that we anticipated this growth in demand for loans, and we had prepared ourselves for that. So we were one step ahead, perhaps, of the market, and we have seen 49% growth in our deposit base, which is quite phenomenal at this stage of the interest rate cycle.
No, absolutely. But can you just explain why this disconnect between growth in disbursals and growth in AUM?
Yeah, we were using some of the other instruments in the market. So the AUM has come down a little bit, because we have done some securitization, but otherwise, the growth continues. We sort of took a conscious decision to look at different ways to manage the cost of funds, and the use of IBPC and other instruments has helped us to manage the net interest margin and the cost of funds.
Hi, Mr. Davis. But what kind of an outlook could you give us in terms of AUM growth and your disbursals on a quarterly basis? Can you maintain these levels?
Yeah, I think, normally for us, the fourth quarter tends to be the best quarter. And we are hoping that this year as well, the fourth quarter will be the best quarter. So far, the second quarter was a little ahead of the others. The third quarter, we couldn't match up by a short margin to the second quarter. But I believe the fourth quarter is going to be the best quarter going forward.
So for the year, the AUM growth will be approximately what?
The loan growth, we had given a market guidance of 30%, and I think we've already crossed that. So we will stay at about these levels or slightly higher.
How will this impact your margins? At what cost did you raise the deposits? Was it at a higher cost compared to the quarter ago? And will you have to give away something by way of margins?
Yeah, I mean, that is something that we had to be prepared for because of the interest rate cycle. The interest rates started going up about 6 months ago. And, the whole industry is finding that net interest margin is being squeezed a little bit. But we are trying to manage it to make sure that the decline is very, very nominal so that, the rate of return is maintained. Eventually, I think we're waiting for the February results or the February announcements from the Reserve Bank of India. Once we have those announcements about the interest rates, we'll have to take another decision on whether we hike the lending rates, because we have sort of been holding back. Since this is a recovery from COVID, we have been holding back on raising the interest rates. We did it only once on the lending side. We may have to do it once more if it goes up again.
All right, Mr. Davis, 9.5%, you'll hold on to that, right? That was the earlier guidance.
Yeah, for now we are holding on to the interest rate, but if the February announcement makes a change, we may have to raise lending rates. Deposit rates, we are looking at the competition and keeping it that way. We raised our deposit rates 2 months ago, a little ahead of the competition.
Okay, all right. So we've got loan growth of around 30%, NIMs holding around the 9%, at least as of current reckoning. You know, what's impressive in your numbers, Mr. Davis, is that the asset quality is improving. We have various experts, various companies that come on the channel, and they're saying the bottom of the pyramid is struggling and rural India is struggling. Now, you have some exposure out there, a large exposure out there. Could you tell us, you know, how is this happening? How is your asset quality improving? And also, if you would give us a guidance on that front, because that's fairly impressive.
Yeah, what we have done about a year ago, we put in place a more robust process for collection and negotiation with our customers. So that is now fully operational and it's showing the results. We are happy to, understand the customer situation and if necessary, make settlements if that is the only way to come out of the situation and help the customer to get back on their feet. So, all sorts of ways in which we can help to redeem the bad loan position as well as the recoveries is good. But also the existing portfolio, what we have done is that we make sure that the zero bucket is well looked after, well managed at the ground level. And I think that is the big difference between pre-COVID and now. And I think that is something that we have learned on the run.
Okay, any guidance on asset quality? You're sure you'll be able to improve the quality or at least maintain it where it is?
We expect fourth quarter to see some improvement. I mean, we have seen every quarter on quarter, we have seen improvement and we expect further improvement in the fourth quarter.
Would you need to raise capital?
No, we have finished that exercise. In fact, we are happy that in the September period, we were able to complete our QIP.
Yes.
We raised the funds which was necessary to bring our minimum public shareholding about 25%. We were also able to do a sub-debt placement. So all in all, our capital ratios are north of 25%, which is fantastic. Back to pre-COVID.
Well capitalized. We got that. Final question, Mr. Davis, before we let you go. What's the progress on the reverse merger? If you could give us a timeline by when that is likely to take place?
The approvals are in progress, and I think we are hoping that it can be completed by about June or thereabouts. But we'll keep you updated as things progress.
Good speaking to you, Mr. Davis. Thanks so much for stopping by and giving us a fair bit of an idea of how business is shaping up, as well as your outlook. We look forward to chatting up with you post your numbers. Well, time to slip into a short break. On the other side, Anuj Singhal will be joining in for a quick market setup. We'll also bring you the top stock picks for the day from our technical and F&O experts. Later on, we'll decode the stock market rally with our Momentumizer segment. And at 9:10, Nimesh will be joining as always with the standout brokerage report of the day. And before market opens in CNBC TV 18 Stockport, we will highlight all the top stocks in the news that you need to focus on for the day.